Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Charlotte, and others react to Zoey Stark's surprising new look. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Zoey Stark has been out of action now since May, when she suffered a major leg injury that required surgery. The WWE Raw star tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus as part of a match on the Red brand, and has since been working her way back to a return. Stark recently shared an update on Instagram where she showed off her impressive new look, which she had achieved by spending time in the gym, and she looked absolutely massive. Stark is clearly pushing her career to the next level when she makes her return, and it seems that the women's locker room are behind her. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Nikki Bella, Roxanne Perez, Natalya, Trish Stratus, and even Shayna Baszler, her former teammate, have liked the post. Trish Stratus also sent her a message saying, "Girl, whoa," when she saw how much time she had been putting in. Zoey Stark's injury came at the worst time for her since she was just trying to find her feet after her teammates had been released. Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville were behind her for several months before they faced the axe, and Stark then needed to face WWE once again alone. WWE quote, Liv Morgan. "Last time I made a video like this, I got arrested." Liv Morgan recently looked back at one of her toughest chapters in life. In 2023, the former WWE Women's Champion was arrested by the police for possession of marijuana. Morgan was spotted driving erratically by the officials of Sumter County, Florida. The deputy was reported to have detected a strong odor of marijuana, while also finding a small bag containing marijuana along with a vape pen. She was booked into the Sumter County Detention Center and was later released after posting a $3,000 bond. In contrast, her latest video is not dreary, but lighthearted, as she took the opportunity to show off her newly done eyebrows while giving a shout-out to her brow technician, Thao Trandot. So, last time I made a video like this, I got arrested. I'm going to avoid that this time, but I just wanted to show my brow lady some love. She really eats that, guys. All those little hairs, not mine. Thank you. The playful, self-deprecating video is a reference to the body cam footage released in 2024, showing Liv Morgan interacting with the officer on site, but sans the legal drama and more focus on keeping things positive. Liv Morgan to wrestle for the first time. In 5 months, Liv Morgan was headed for one of her biggest and busiest years in 2025 until a shoulder injury derailed her progress. Morgan subsequently underwent surgery and rehabilitation and returned in a non-wrestling role at Survivor Series, War Games. During her appearance, she pretended to turn on Dominic Mysterio before attacking John Cena. The deceit caused Cena not only to lose the match, but also his WWE Intercontinental Championship. After appearing on TV for a few weeks, Morgan is scheduled to compete in her first match on the January 5th episode of Raw. The 33-year-old will challenge former Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria in a singles match. The upcoming taping marks WWE Raw's first anniversary on Netflix, with several title matches also scheduled on the card. Puts former WWE Champion on notice after her actions during the ambulance match on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley played a major role during the main event of the first edition of WWE SmackDown in 2026. She sent a message on social media after taking out Zelina Vega during the ambulance match. The ambulance match featured Aleister Black in action against Damian Priest. The two have been feuding for months, but it was finally time for them to settle things once and for all. Priest came out victorious. with an assist from her terror twin, who took out Vega with the Riptide dot on Instagram. Ripley reflected on this week's SmackDown, where she first teamed up with IYO Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss for an 8-woman tag team match. The babyfaces came out victorious over Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and the Kabuki Warriors. The Eradicator also sent a message to the former Women's United States champion. Putting her on notice after the show, Zelina Vega talked about her chemistry with Rhea Ripley. Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley are no strangers to one another. They have shared the ring more than once, with Vega speaking highly of her chemistry with the Eradicator. Rhea Ripley is someone I match up great with in the ring, because that girl, oh my god. The thing is, when we got to do Backlash, and I've heard her do this interview, and it was funny to me because even she knows. She was like, the way she said it, and I was like, man, if you even know that, I wonder how the fans think of something that happened that way. You know, how it happened at Backlash, but for her and I to get in there, and I can read her like no other person. I can feel her movements, and she doesn't even have to do or say anything. I know what she's doing right away. Ripley and IYO Sky will challenge the Kabuki Warriors for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on next week's Raw. Rhea Ripley, Javon Evans, and more choose their tag team partners for a clash with Stranger Things Vecna. WWE Superstars choose their tag team partners for a hypothetical clash with Stranger Things villain Vecna. Over the course of the past week, the Stranger Things finale has been a big topic of conversation on social media following the polarizing finale of the global phenomenon. Now, WWE superstars have spoke about the possibility of clashing with the series' big bad. In a new video posted to social media on December 3rd, WWE superstars such as Rhea Ripley, Javon Evans, and more would choose their tag team partners and finishing moves for a potential clash with Vecna. Rhea Ripley would kick off the video by choosing her dog Barry. It would be no one here, because they're scared of absolutely everything. It would probably be my dog over here, Barry. This is Barry, and he ain't scared of anything. He'll probably eat Vecna. While Julius Creed would jokingly choose Chad Gable and Ivy Nile while his brother Brutus was standing beside him, the New Day would choose each other, along with Lyra Valkyria saying she would Nightwing the hell out of Vecna. Finally, Javon Evans would choose 11 as his tag team partner. WWE have asked fans to bring their best Stranger Things looks for this Monday's edition of WWE Raw. You can read more about that here. CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. Women's tag titles match other storylines to watch on WWE Raw, January 5th, 2026. 3 titles will be contested on this week's Raw. The first Monday Night Raw of 2026 is set to emanate live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Multiple top stars, including CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, Penta, and JUSO, are advertised for the special Stranger Things-themed edition of Raw. The episode will also commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the Red Brand's debut on Netflix, which premiered on January 6, 2025, signaling a new era for WWE. 3-title showdown, along with the in-ring return of Liv Morgan, has been announced for the show. Ahead of this week's show in New York, let us take a look at the top 4 storylines that will be in play on this week's WWE Raw. Tensions in the Judgment Day. During Liv Morgan's absence, the Judgment Day faction moved on, which has been evident as even Liv is having constant arguments with Raquel Rodriguez. With reports of a massive push for Liv ahead of WrestleMania, a babyface turn for Morgan might be the endgame of the current storyline. Notably, since her return at Survivor Series, Morgan is set to make her in-ring return this Monday against Lyra Valkyria. Also read WWE Raw Preview, January 5th, 2026. Match card, news, Timings telecast details. Becky Lynch's redemption arc. Following her return 2 weeks earlier, Becky Lynch is hungry to get back the win against Maxine Dupri and reclaim the women's Intercontinental title. Dupri will defend the Intercontinental title in another showdown with the veteran in Brooklyn. While Lynch still holds a massive edge when it comes to sheer experience, Dupri has the momentum on her side with 3 back-to-back wins over Becky. Maxine was somewhat able to hold her own on the mic, but on Monday, they will have to tangle, not just talk trash, and Dupri has been able to make Becky tap out the last time they collided. Can Becky overcome the odds and regain the title? The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka Kairi Sane, will defend the women's tag team titles against the team of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. The challengers are the favorites going into the match, after Sky pinned Sane in an 8-woman tag team match involving Asuka and Ripley on last week's SmackDown. Rio quote, "Massive popularity among fans likely means we're getting new tag champions to kick off the year." Additionally, the title win would open up multiple potential options for the promotion to explore in the lead-up to WrestleMania. CM Punk is set to defend the World Heavyweight Championship this Monday against one of his most formidable threats, Braun Breaker of the Vision. The title match was set up after Breaker pinned Punk during the Men's War Games match. Breaker has been heavily pushed in recent times, and WWE is projecting him as one of the future faces of the company as most of its current top stars retire or move into a part-time work schedule. Additionally, the odds are heavily stacked against Punk with the presence of the Vision, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Paul Heyman, Austin Theory. Fans should expect multiple surprises during the heavily advertised match, and we might also witness a few returns, not just during the match, but during the show as well. 3 possible WWE Royal Rumble 2026 winners. WWE Royal Rumble 2026 will take place on January 31st, 2026 at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The superstars will travel to the desert land to compete in the first ever Royal Rumble event, which will take place outside North America. Since winning the Rumble match grants a ticket to the main event of WrestleMania, superstars would be looking to win it and march to the main event of Mania. Last year, it was Jey Uso, the Yeet Master, on whom the company put in trust, and he went on to win the Rumble and proceed to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 41. This year, certain superstars have good chances of winning the Rumble event. In this listicle, we will discuss 3 superstars who can win the Royal Rumble 2026. It quote, AJ Styles, last year in professional wrestling. The Phenomenal One will hang up his boots this year, and WWE could give him one last title run by booking him to win the Royal Rumble event. In fact, AJ Styles is one of the best in-ring superstars in WWE. His wrestling skills are unmatchable, and he is indeed a superstar who needs to be on the title main event scene, rather than being used as a mid-card superstar. Styles recently dropped his tag team title, which he held with Dragon Lee, to the USOs, and the company could choose him to win the Rumble match now. Ironically, he made his debut at the Royal Rumble in 2016, but hasn't been able to win the contest in the last 9 years. He has appeared in 5 Royal Rumble events, including the one in 2016, but unfortunately, Styles hasn't been able to win any. He is a 2-time WWE champion, and things would be great for him if he were able to win the 3rd title at WrestleMania 42, and then sign off on a high from professional wrestling. Gunther is another superstar who has good chances of winning the Royal Rumble event. He is on cloud 9 after beating John Cena at his retirement match at Saturday night's main event last month. He is more elated over the fact that he made Cena tap out, something no other superstar in the last 21 years could do. He is bleeding red hot at the moment, and the company can capitalize on his momentum by booking him as the winner at the Royal Rumble this year. Gunther is also an ideal superstar who deserves to hold the title. Just like AJ Styles, Gunther holds impeccable skills inside the ring dot. He has already held the World Heavyweight title, so WWE could book him to go for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 42. Let's see whether he wins the contest or not. Former WWE Champion Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has the maximum chances of winning the Royal Rumble 2026 event. There were reports earlier that the big dog has put his Hollywood projects on hold and wants to go for another title run in WWE. This might have caused the creative team to pivot and make new plans for the OTC one. Reigns made his intentions clear at Survivor Series War Games last year, when he had an unpleasant exchange with Cody Rhodes after they lost the War Games match. Since then, he hasn't appeared in WWE, and there are speculations that he may return at the Royal Rumble this year and win the PL dot. Moreover, Roman Reigns has won only one Royal Rumble event in his career, and that was in 2015. Since then, he has participated in 5 other Royal Rumble matches and ended up as a runner-up in 4 of them. This time, he can end up winning the Rumble contest.